Friends, I'm at Burning Man. It's a huge festival with its own rules, laws, traditions, and principles. There are lots of myths and biases about Burning Man. In my next videos, I'll prove them wrong. Today, I'll show you how it works. The Black Rock Desert hosts the mysterious Burning Man Festival. What do we know about it? Until Elon Musk launched Starlink, the place lacked mobile network. The participants create crazy outfits and installations, customize their cars and bicycles, chat, dance, and enjoy themselves. In the end, they burned down a wooden man and a temple containing items they had to part with during the last year. The main point about Burning Man is self-responsibility. The participants should find a way to survive in the desert, provide food and water for themselves, protect themselves from wind, cold, and heat, and create a place to sleep. Burning Man originated in 1986. Back then, around 20 people assembled on a beach in San Francisco. They were not just friends, but also the fans of the movie Stalker. They called themselves the Cacophony Society. In the end of the trip, they burned a 2-meter-high wooden man in honor of solstice. That's how the name Burning Man was coined, referring to the main tradition of the festival. In 1988, the man was already 9 meters high, and around 200 people attended the event. Burning Man gained popularity in the late 90s, with more than 10,000 attendants in the desert of Nevada. From the beaches of San Francisco, Burning Man moved to the desert of Nevada. This year I followed the same route. First I arrived in sunny California, where I rented a caravan and headed off to one of the world's most peculiar cities. It emerges in the desert for just 1 week, and it's called Black Rock City. I have known about this so-called city for a long time, but I haven't gotten the chance to visit it yet. I'm on my way to it. Alright, let's see, how much gas can my caravan take in? Don't forget to fill up your tank before you go. In America, gas prices can vary at different gas stations. Say, 20 kilometers back, a gallon of the cheapest gas was $6. But here, it's $4.43, around 25% cheaper. By the way, Google Maps show prices at gas stations. You just open the map, choose the cheapest station, and drive over there. It's really convenient. I'm filling up the tank. I'll have to buy gas cans later to fill them up too. It took in 16 gallons already. I guess I'll need 40 or 50 gallons. I paid $200 for gas for around 42 gallons. On my way to Nevada, I remembered everything I heard about Burning Man. You know, my friends, there are tons of inconsistent myths and biases surrounding the event. Some mention naked desert addicts. Others talk about a utopian dream city. Some even call it a place for rich freaks. As you may know, I'm not keen on gossip. I prefer to check it out myself. Here's a 5-lane dirt road to Black Rock City. Everything looks well planned, with traffic cones between the lanes and pennants along the road. There's a constant traffic jam at the entrance. I hear it can take you a whole day. But they have a Twitter page providing the latest traffic news. They also have a radio station, as there's no internet in Black Rock City. You can turn on the radio to follow the traffic situation. The latest news I heard was 45-minute wait. Actually, all the nice people are waiting in the entrance line. Over there, they check your tickets and search your car for extra people. And that's it. After that, we'll start having fun. We spent more than an hour in line, and we're slowly reaching the goal. They're about to check our tickets and our car permission. Here's how the car sticker looks like. It allows the car in. Take it and stick it on. Here's my ticket. It looks nice. It cost $575. Here's a wavy pattern, a kind of hologram with a QR code. They send tickets by post. By the way, what if your post service loses your ticket? It's not an e-ticket. They send them worldwide by post. That's it. There are several ways to get your ticket. The simplest way is to buy it online. But they get sold fast. I hear it can be tough, but they say it was easier this year. I was lucky to buy my ticket on the official website. Then some start reselling the tickets. I read in official groups that not all tickets were sold this year. Well, maybe all of them were sold, but not all of them were resold. Until the last day, there were tickets on sale in different chats. They're making sure there are no extra people hidden in your car.
You're looking for somebody who want to enter illegally?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the main thing.
How many you catch today?
None.
None? What about your colleagues?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's been caught this
Okay.
year. Could you let me in there so I can look?
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Russia.
Long trip.
Yeah.
All right, they checked the tickets and the car, made sure there are no trespassers, and they let us in. We're driving to the playa. The speed limit is 5 miles per hour. You must slowly crawl along and enjoy the splendid sunset. We left all the checkpoints behind and are free to go. I've got food, gas, and torches, my cameras are charged, and my storage is empty. I'm ready to film content for you. I'm sure I don't need a whole week for that. 4 days will be enough. Don't even try to drag me into your so-called fun.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey!
Welcome.
Hey!
You made it.
No. Yes. Stop it. You must do that. I said no. At least a rattle. Come on. Say something.
Appreciate your style. Welcome here.
Unbridled joy. There's an amazing tradition. Upon entering Burning Man, you must roll in the dust and ring the gong. I broke the tradition because I'm not ready to roll in the dust yet. My plan is to stay clean. As you may have noticed, I'm skeptical. I'm not into music. I don't give a damn about drugs. And I don't believe in utopias. But what do we know about Burning Man? Let's deal with the gossip surrounding it. The first bias I'm going to prove wrong is as follows. Burning Man is alienated from civilization. You know what bothers me? All week long, I wanted to make a video about Burning Man. Alexander Nizlobin is a Russian comedian. This is his first time at Burning Man. Every time I start filming, I'm like, that's impossible to show. Then I stop filming. The only thing that impressed me here is the extent. When you come up to Playa, you see thousands of lights. You're like, wow, that's a lot. I'm telling you, it took us 4 months online to come here at last. We've got a shower room with ventilation to prevent water and moisture from accumulating. What else have we got? Fridges and generators? To me, it looked hilarious. I was like, why would you need that? Now I realized it's a whole workload, and it's worth doing. To spend a week here, you should be fully prepared. Burning Man lasts 1 week in a year. That's how long it takes to put up a city in the middle of nowhere, on a parched lake bottom. But you can't say Black Rock City exists only 7 days a year, as it's not entirely true. Staff in San Francisco fully arrange it and get wages all year long. Volunteers arrive 6 weeks before the opening to put up the infrastructure. It takes burners months to get ready for the event, but the city itself lasts for 1 week only. It impressed me at first sight. Here are my first impressions. On my first day at Burning Man, it feels weird. Of course, the extent of the festival is impressive. There are lots of streets and blocks. It's a real city, built in a desert, with its own bars, police, and post offices. You can ride around endlessly, meet different people, each of whom tries to impress you. You find yourself in a kind of utopia. I'm not used to the climate yet, as it's a very dry desert, with strong winds. I have to apply plenty of sunscreen. And the dust, it's like everywhere. I've heard about the dust, but I've never thought it would be so nasty. The dust is nasty. They say I'll get used to it in a couple of days. Let's see if I'll get used to the dust.
Today, Burning Man, I think, claims to be the third or the fourth largest city in Nevada.
Andrew Johnstone, a Burning Man artist.
So it's like Las Vegas, Reno, Sparks, and then Black Rock City. We got 3 medical centers, we got 2 fire departments, we've got our own airport with radar and FAA license, and it's a real city for sure.
How can a real city emerge for a week in the middle of nowhere? The myth sounds ludicrous to me. Let's see what Black Rock City is. The city looks like a large C from above, or like a pentagon with a circle in the middle. The circle represents the central square, or playa. In Spanish, it means beach. Ironic, isn't it? There's a man in the middle of it. It's the famous wooden man that gets burned down on the last night. Streets branch off from it. Looks like a clock face, doesn't it? If the streets represented clock hands, they'd tell the time. That's what the authors thought, giving names to the streets. There's 2 o'clock Avenue, 2:30 Avenue, and so on, up to 10 o'clock, as the city circle is unclosed. The branch streets run across circle streets. Each year they're called differently, but always alphabetically. The street nearest to Playa is the only exception, with the constant name, the Esplanade. The rest of the streets go alphabetically. Say the first street after the Esplanade starts with A. Then comes the B Street, the C Street, and so on. All important events take place on the playa, next to the man and other installations. Residential blocks are not boring either. As bicycle is the main transport in Black Rock City, it's mainly a bike city with lots of repair camps. There is a map on the information boards showing all repair camps, dozens of them. In there, they'll repair your bike for free, in case it needs fixing. They even have a post office. Black Rock City is divided into camps and dwellings. The so-called camps are a sort of residential quarters. Dwellings are for those who arrive by themselves. You can arrive at Burning Man by a regular bus and bring a tiny tent with you. The bus trip from San Francisco takes 11 hours and costs $120 to $200, depending on your luggage. Upon arrival, you can put up your tent in the dwelling area. Some actually do that, but for me, it's a bit too rough. It's freezing cold at night and scorching hot in the daytime. There are more respected and expensive options. The fanciest one is a trailer. Some of them look like 5-star hotels inside. As for camps, they're a Burning Man phenomenon. A camp is a kind of small community where you sleep, eat, and get necessities like power or internet. Camp accommodation costs money. A plain one is a couple $100, but there's no service. Better accommodations can be $1,000 or even $10,000, and there's no limit to the price. In camps, you have to work for the community. Remember, you're not on vacation, you're in a city. There are working shifts, and everyone gets work to do. You'll cook, clean, bring ice, work at the bar, and whatever else. The more you work, the cheaper your accommodation. Some stay after the festival and help camp organizers put away the equipment and pack stuff up. Or they can arrive early and help with the construction. Such help also affects the price for accommodation. We develop it for a whole year. Asya arranges one of the largest Russian camps. She has participated in Burning Man since 2010. Sometimes it goes more actively, sometimes it slows down. Say we keep working all September long. We put away the hot mess into various art cars, fix and clean everything up. That's a hell of a job. We have a camp team of around 30 people. Well, there are around 100 in general, but 30 of us arrange everything, from constructing the kitchen and the restrooms, to plumbing, cleaning, arranging the bar, and everything. Plenty of things to do. You know, after Burning Man, we take a couple of weeks rest and share fresh afterthoughts. How did you create your camp? Rust is a conceptual crane camp creator and an artist. Camps keep evolving, you know? You visit some of them, then gradually you start playing a bigger role in the camps. Then you're like, let's do something. Cook something. Let's bring a kettle. As for us, in 2001, we visited the unofficial festival, Renegade Burn it was, and we patched together a tiny art car, put a light and sound tech on a truck. That was fast and comparably cheap. We had lots of fun, you know? And one morning we were like, come on, let's do something large and fancy. I believe it's my mission. I love donating to the community. I get plenty of energy from meeting people, from your smiles, and your thanks. Each smile's imprinted in my heart. I'm eager to do that every year. Look, I even participated during pregnancy. You did? I did. In 2018, I was 4 months pregnant and created a camp. I didn't drink a drop back then and didn't miss a single sunrise. That was incredible, you know? Completely sober and pretty wise. We made it, and my kid turned out very special. Well, it's not so alienated. Tons of camps and plenty of coffee. Well, Black Rock City couldn't do without coffee. Coffee shops straight from a real city. Turkish coffee, espresso, and even pour-over coffee. And it's pretty good, especially for a desert. Just like in any big city, there's an airport in Black Rock City. It's not far away, like 5 minutes bike ride, and we're in the splendid airport. As you can see, some people arrive in their own airplanes. That looks awesome. A desert with tons of planes. As the airstrip is unpaved, each plane leaves a trace of dust, and the planes are parked in a dust cloud. It looks fantastic. Well, the giant desert makeshift is well equipped, even too well equipped.
With the internet, I think some people are really addicted to it. So I do digital detox. I never bring my phone. It's always out of battery. Other people taking pictures, so this is okay. So I'm not so committed to this. And also I know a lot of people from a friend, an e-bike. I try to make it a little bit like an art car. So I can bring people, you know, I have a bag, it's a freewheeler. And so for that I think it's okay, yeah. But just speeding always, no, this is not Burning Man. You need to suffer, you know, you need to pedal, you need to go through a tough time. Yeah, but everyone needs to find their way. But some people need a little bit the comfort for the pedaling, and
but maybe we need to fight with this. Not we. I mean, organizers.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
maybe they can't forbid e-bikes or Starlinks in the camps.
It's on the list. They're discussing this.
To protect atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see. I'm not too too into the rules, you know, I'm pirate. I give a fuck.
In everyday life, you need not only to eat and sleep, but also to wash. It can be a problem in the so-called city. You get dusty and sweaty almost immediately. So you can give up on hygiene and behave like a seasoned burner, not washing for a week and using wet tissues for important spots. I was not ready for the full immersion, so I did my best to find some sort of shower in some of the camps. In some places, they'll pour water on you, but there are places where shower becomes an adventure. As you may see, not everyone can wash at Burning Man. Those guys arranged public shower in the camp. That's how it looks like. I can't film in there, of course. You come in there and see lots of naked people. You get naked too and enter a special room. Music's playing, and you dance along with naked neighbors. Then soap is poured on you, and you wash together. I guess you can wash your neighbors if they don't mind, or they can wash you too. Then you wash the soap off and keep dancing, naked and wet. You come out lively, fresh, and clean. It may sound dubious, I guess, in case you're in San Francisco or in Dubai with bathroom and stuff, but after you spent several days on playa, it becomes the best experience of the day. Let me ring them out. We decided to give people an opportunity to wash. We have 2,000 gallons of clean water and the same for dirty water. Here's the dirty water. When necessary, a car arrives to pump it off. Here's a magnet curtain. It's handy, even wind can't blow it away. You enter in here, the curtain closes at once, you wash in there and feel good. We have a shelf, a lit mirror, a 4-mode shower head. You push the button, and here's hot water. Amazing. The biggest pleasure was when we turned it on first, hot water and everything. I was taking a shower and saw the steam. I was afraid the firemen would take it for a fire. I looked at the sky and the stars, felt the hot water, saw the desert and the Burning Man. It was amazing. Sometimes the amenities go out of service. Once my trailer ran out of water as the pump broke down. I tried to fix it myself, but with no luck. That's when I learned about Burning Man's help and support. I mentioned the problem in the camp, and Max and Dan came at once to help me with water. They said the pump had burnt down. I thought I'd have to use the outhouse for the rest of my stay. But the guys didn't give up and went away to get help. How can you fix an RV in Black Rock City? First, we checked what was broken. We saw it was the pump. We unscrewed it and looked for ways out. We rode along the playa along Black Rock City, but haven't found anyone who could help. Visited a pump store, but with no luck. Then we saw it had an electric engine and decided to check the electronics. Yes, we found the guys. They actually repair off-roaders. I'm into off-roaders, so we got along easily. We checked the brushes, then the binding, this and that, then we reassembled it. And it worked. We were shocked. What a magic place. You take a pump to pieces, reassemble it, and it works. Thank you so much. You're superheroes. The water's running! Surely there are public toilets in Black Rock City. Ordinary plastic boxes serving lots of people. Firstly, I did what? I entered the stall, cleaned it for 30 minutes, did my business, and got out. On the second day, I was like, well, no need to clean. Yes, well, just a bit, no more than the rim. I didn't care about the shitty walls anymore. They clean them often, actually. Very often. They're not so bad, you know. Or I got used to them. I'm getting scared of nice and clean bathrooms. I'd be like, for a temporary settlement, the place is pretty well arranged. But I'm not sure about a real city. Burners bring everything from ordinary stores and use it right here. in the middle of the desert. Here's my like to Black Rock City for the run-up and accomplishment. With all the amenities, my 4 days at Burning Man may turn out better than I thought. If you're well off, the festival will be even less wild. In my next video, I'll tell you how much money you need for the trip, what you can or can't do at Burning Man, and show you both the fun and grief in the desert city. Have you ever visited Burning Man? Answer in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, post the video on Reddit, and share it via WhatsApp.